Joining me now is Steve Milloy, former Trump EPA transition team member and founder of junkscience.com. Steve, this is a complete global overhaul of our economic system, and it's wrapped in this Earth Day, save the polar bear kind of mentality that it kind of tugs at the heartstrings, but also it's time to watch your wallet and hide the kids, correct?
Absolutely, Laura, that was a wonderful angle. There's a reason that Earth Day and Lenin's birthday are on the same day. This is just a totalitarian power grab. If you listen to John Kerry today, if the world goes to net zero emissions, it's not going to matter. The climate problem is still going to exist. So we're going to be spending trillions and trillions of dollars. We're going to be debasing our currency. We're going to be making energy more expensive, destroying our economy, lowering our standard of living for no reason. We're going to let China become the lone global superpower by 2049 while we're trying to figure out what to do for electricity and gasoline, because that's what Joe Biden wants to get rid of. It's just, this is a...
Steve, I want to go back to this fantasy of millions of green jobs. I mean, we've been hearing about the millions of green jobs for, frankly, it seems like decades to me we've been hearing about it. But the idea that people who used to work in oil and gas, their big job is now to go around capping oil and gas wells? Are they kidding me? This is this is embarrassing. It's so bad.
No, that's right. We went through the green jobs 10 years ago with the Obama stimulus, which Joe Biden was in charge of. That was such a disaster. Even the Washington Post had to editorialize it, saying that green jobs was really not the way forward. We created very few jobs. They were very expensive, millions of dollars per job. What's the first thing Joe Biden does when he becomes president? He kills high-paying oil and gas jobs, hoping to replace them in the future with, low-wage solar and wind jobs. The next thing I read was that the largest wind producer in America was killing America, 500 American jobs. So, these green jobs, they don't exist. If to the extent they ever do, they will cost a lot of money, more than they're worth. And in the end, all we're doing is we're killing high-paying jobs, we're raising energy costs, we're making ourselves poorer. This is all very regressive policy. It's going to be worse for poor people, in minority communities. High-paying jobs are going to vanish. It's just a nightmare all around.
But the idea that somehow we're going to be able to make all this technology in the United States, but with Biden's trade policies and China's concessions that they demand in getting rid of the tariffs, but somehow all these big corporations are going to say, okay, we're going to make all of this stuff here now, right? I mean, the solar modules are all made in China, and none of that's going to happen. So we're going to have the worst of both worlds. We won't be able to move around freely, not in the cars in the way we always have. Everything's going to cost more, and it's all going to be made in China.
Yeah, let's just take electric cars. Electric cars depend on cobalt. 90% of cobalt is processed in China. How is that going to help us? Those jobs are not going to come here. They're all going to be in China, and we're going to be beholden to China. Right now, with fracking, we are energy independent. Under President Trump, we were energy dominant. And we're going to now depend on China for cobalt, for electric cars? It just makes no sense. And then you throw in Kerry's comment that none of this is going to make any difference to climate. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, that could have been the most embarrassing moment of a series of embarrassing moments of the day. Technological snafus not included. Steve, thanks so much.